In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to build out the customer review flow for your e-commerce brand within Klaviyo. Now, what the customer review flow essentially does is it sends an email requesting for a review to be captured once the customer actually receives the order. So there's a few apps that you can actually use to leave the reviews through. For example, like Luke's, Judge Me. Klaviyo now has their default review series as well. There's also like a bunch of different apps to essentially capture social proof, right? Most brands that I work with use Luke's simply because they have like nice uploading features for generating reviews and stuff. But basically, I'm going to show you guys how to build the native one inside of Klaviyo. But the principles and the triggers and the contents are going to just basically be the same across the board. So I'm going to dive into a screen share, show you guys exactly how to build it out. And then I'm going to show you in a content example that we did for this brand called Lola Lashes. So let's dive into it. Now, first things first, you're going to want to go ahead into Klaviyo, go to the flow section, and you're going to want to search create a review flow. So you just type in review, and you're going to pick the standard one right here. So I'm just going to do a plethora, and we're going to do review collection flow demo. And we're going to go ahead and hit create a flow. Now, by default, the dynamic segment for leave a review is already uploaded. However, if you're using an app like Luke's, if you search the review section, you'll find a trigger which is going to be from the Luke's app as opposed to the Shopify app, right? So whatever app you're using, just find the relevant trigger, click the flow template, and you're going to be brought over to a screen something like this. If you're using the default Shopify and Klaviyo one, it's basically going to be based on fulfilled order trigger. However, if you're using one by Luke's or another app, there might be a trigger called eligible for app review, or like Luke's review or Judge Me review, something along those lines, right? But essentially, you want to make sure the trigger is correct, and the profile filter is set to fulfilled order 0 times and also placed order 0 times as well since starting the flow. I'm just going to go ahead and hit cancel on that, close, boom. And by default, there's going to be a 14-day time delay. However, obviously, if you're dropshipping, right, you want to sync this time delay to whenever you expect the customer to actually receive the order. So to be on the safe side, I'd probably set this if you're dropshipping to more like 20 days, or even 14 days is okay. But if you're using Luke's, by default, in order to be eligible for a review in the app itself, you can set the time delay. So set the time delay there, and then you can remove this time delay pretty much as well. So in terms of the email content itself, by default, it's going to look something like this as the actual content. Obviously, we don't want to use this template because, let's be real, this template looks like disgusting, right? So essentially, we always design everything in Figma and then place the review section right here, or leave like a section for the dynamic segments, right? So the section that I'm going to show you guys how to build out is going to be essentially off of this template right here. You can see the font that we use is a Gotham font, but I'm just going to select something that looks relatively similar inside of Klaviyo. So pretty much when it comes to the reviews section, you're going to want to leave a discount incentive in order to motivate people to leave a review. In terms of the discount incentive, you can either do it in the form of a flat percentage off, or you can do it in the form of a gift card. You can do it in the form of free shipping next order. Anything along those lines, it doesn't really matter, or even a free product with your next order. You can kind of play around with the offer variation depending on the brand and depending on like your margins, average order value, etc. But first things first, we're just gonna slice up the email like we always do in terms of generating the slices. So obviously, because we're using the first name as a personalization variable, we don't actually want to slice up this section because we actually need to go ahead and create that inside of Klaviyo itself. But everything else we can kind of, templatize pretty much. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and do the 2 slices, slice 1 and slice 2. As always, we're going to export this as a JPEG, export slice 1. So we're going to call this LL review flow, so RF 1.1. Export this. Slice 2, we're going to export this as a JPEG again. Export slice 2. So we're going to call this LL review flow 1.2. There you go. So once the 2 slices are imported, you're going to go ahead and go inside of the Klaviyo template, delete the irrelevant segments. So we're going to keep this obviously, and we're going to keep this, delete these as well. Boom, delete, delete. And we're going to go ahead and drop in our content blocks in terms of it being an image. Going to go ahead and upload image, boom, upload 1.1 for the RF flow, boom, there you go. So now that you have this section, we're gonna customize the text section, and then we're gonna go ahead and modify this review section a little bit to sync up with the brand colors. So first things first, we're gonna center the text as it's already done, and we're gonna go ahead and just copy over the text over here. So it's gonna be hi first name, hi first name. We're gonna add the personalization variables in a second. Hi first name, and we're just gonna do @Lola lashes. We prioritize customer experience. Thrilled with your recent purchase. And I'm not gonna copy all of the text because that'll be kind of boring. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a time lapse of me just copying everything over. So now the text is uploaded. We're just gonna center it, make sure the font is aligned, Century Gothic, boom. We're gonna make this slightly bigger. Add some padding to the side. So we're probably gonna add 40 just to center the text a little bit more, maybe 60, let's do 60, boom, there you go. And then we're gonna add some personalization variables. So we're just gonna add this, and we're gonna add personalization, and we're gonna put name, first name, default, call it friend. It's never really gonna have anything, so any significance. So we're just gonna put that. @Lola's lashes, we're thrilled you've chose our, and we're gonna add more personalization in terms of the item. So we're gonna call it order type. We're gonna just highlight this text color to be whatever the original color was gonna be. So that's gonna be this color right here, selected, and we're gonna make this bold as well. There you go. So now that's done, essentially we're gonna go ahead and customize this block right here. So now we're gonna customize the items that they've actually placed. Obviously you can see the review link is actually in green. We don't want it to be in green. We want it to be under the brand color. So essentially go over to the text section, and you can change whatever color you want it to be. Change the product titles to be the font of the brand itself. I'll be honest, the customization options here are slightly limited. That's why most of the time we actually design everything in Figma, except obviously with the review block, because we can't necessarily predict what people actually order, we use the dynamic segments in here. But once you customize all of the text, colors, etc., that you're then gonna drag in the second block right here, which is gonna be another image block, upload the image, LLRF2, boom, and that's basically that. Now, in terms of the review link, it's basically copying the link address from here and copying it in here as well. Alt text, leave a review now, boom. And then for the top bar as well, we're gonna also add this right here. So essentially, once a review is left, you want to create like an automation that automatically delivers the discount code to the inbox of the user in like subsequent emails. But pretty much this is how you would go ahead and create the review emails. Now you can see, obviously it's populated by another brand's product because this is like a demo store that we use for a lot of our clients. But basically this is what it's essentially going to look like. Once you send a test, make sure everything is good. The file size is not too big in terms of it only being 40 kilobytes, that's fine. You're gonna wanna go ahead and save and exit. Now, if you were using like a Luke's review app, you can also add a profile filter in the flow filters section, which basically once someone leaves a review, you exit them out of the flow, so that way they're not receiving like the subsequent reminder emails that you would have go out 2 days after the original email. So just set this to 2 days. And basically in subsequent emails, it's basically a reminder for people to leave a review if they haven't already, add the dynamic segments, give them some product recommendations, as well as add like some urgency essentially to the actual review itself. If they leave a good review, then you want to deliver the discount code right here and just basically thank them. And then if they leave like a bad review in terms of it being 3 stars or less, then you want to send them a different email basically confirming, hey, you've left a review, but we understand that the experience might not have been up to scratch and that the feedback is like really valued by the brand, etc., etc. You also, it depends on like the average order value. So obviously with this being a relatively low ticket product, you don't necessarily want to have people reach out, etc., etc. But like if you were selling something, let's say $500 above in terms of average order value, then you might want to get your customer service team to actually reach out to see if there was any problems with the order, etc., highlight them in like your CRM, that kind of stuff. But pretty much this is actually how to do a reviews flow. Now, if you run into any issues because you work with different apps, etc., obviously feel free to book in a call with myself. More than happy to troubleshoot this for free for you guys and also see if like there's possibility for us to work on your brand from an email and SMS perspective to generate you guys a ton more revenue. So yeah, if you're a brand watching this and you can't be bothered to take the time to just like configure all of this, get all of the designs up to scratch, etc., then feel free to book a call with myself. I'd be more than happy to look into the account, run a free audit, etc., and see if we can actually work together. So outside of that, if you want to get access because you're struggling with ideas to this template of 10 flows that we've built for different brands that we've worked with, and it's all categorized and sorted in like pages on Figma, if you want access to these templates right here, feel free to subscribe to my newsletter and I'll send this link to you as a opt-in bonus for joining the list. So that's how you build a review collection flow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.